friend of mine said something really important that resonated with me, because I'm saying day 30, day 29, day 28. And here we are trying to detox from processed foods and things that don't serve us. And I'm counting down to what? What am I counting down to? To day one, where I bring it back to finishing this detox so that I go back to my old ways and old weight. So, but I had to learn this even as a coach for many years. I still have lessons to learn. So we go through it, and I'm not drinking any alcohol. I'm eating for my metabolic type. I'm 2 weeks in, feeling sorry for myself because I have 2 weeks to go, quietly feeling sorry for myself. I've been doing this for 14 days. I still have how many to go, but I was focused on dates and what I now call deprivation idealization. Right. So we humans are brilliant with this. We've been so brainwashed that nachos and beers and chips and when you put somebody on a meal plan, they're miserable. Why? Because their mind says, but I'm going to be deprived of all these amazing foods. Amazing foods that make you feel exhausted, feel, lethargic, feel sleepy, feel unmotivated to move your body because they're not working for your body. So as I'm going through this 30-day countdown, I'm thinking to myself, I feel great. I haven't had a glass of wine in 2 weeks. I'm eating. And when you eat for your metabolic type, you give your body what it needs. And when your body has what it needs, you stop craving things you think you want. Yeah. When you reduce the sugars, which is highly addictive, your body stops craving the sugars. So I get to the end, and here's my final lesson on this one. It was my last day. I was going to celebrate, have a few glasses of wine. On Saturday, I set up myself to have a massage, which is really good for detoxing because it clears out the lymphatic system. I was treating myself to a facial and a Reiki session just to get my energy in line. And I woke up with such a hangover, and I felt so horrible. And that's when it all hit. Like, I've been working so hard. I felt so good all month to get to the point where I can do this again and feel like crap. And I felt like crap through 3 beautiful appointments because I had to wake up to that. But I guess if I didn't do it, I wouldn't learn it, and then I couldn't teach it. Yeah, definitely. And I can relate to that because I've been diagnosed with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Yes. Back in 2019, all of a sudden, like my bowel not working, and within like about 6 weeks, I got about 20 kg, around 30 pounds overweight. So I was around 72. From there, I was 96 overnight. Have no clue what's going on because I'm asthmatic myself. And all of a sudden, everything is happening, even though I'm not eating like too much. It's not like I'm eating junk food every day or things like that. But I had to come across the doctor. The doctors gave me some medication, but not exactly telling me like what to eat, what not to eat. I had to done my Google search, YouTube search, and then finding out which is working for me and which is not, because some doctors saying different things, some saying different for individual. So it took me about 8 months to come across which food is working for me and which is not. Like, I can't tolerate having like any sugary drink, like a Coke or any kind of soda. It's make me bloated, gassy, and it feel like I can't even breathe. Same with like a onion, some lentils. So some kind of food like them, and having like over. So we have like in culture with like our Indian and Bengali culture, like we have to have a plate full all the time, either the rice or curry, wherever. Like until you don't finish it, like you're not getting out of it. Right. So it's not like how much you need a meal, it's like how much you have to have. So we have our
psychological mindset. It's the same way. Like if you're not eating like a 1 or 2 plate, so that means like you haven't ate enough. So that's the culture it teaches us. But I feel like if I'm having that, then I couldn't breathe. And it takes me to get this from our system out about 2, 3 days. I couldn't focus because you know what I'm talking about. Like you feel lazy, you feel like yawning all the time. And yeah, it took me about 8, 9 months to get to the point. Like I figure out which kind of food is working for my body. Even though so many doctors, so many research I've done is for individual is different. Even though
Right.
my sister had the same thing, and she told me like to have like a raw salad that increases for IBS, but it didn't. For me, like raw salad is works totally fine, and I'm all right with it. So yes, for individual is different. For like a customer, like you said, when you go to uh, stop eating chicken, you see significant on your diet, and it seemed like lots of changes, and it stopped to your sinuses problem.
Oh, amazing. Right. I mean,
Yeah,
and the thing is, you go to your doctors, but these most doctors aren't trained in nutrition. They can't
yeah,
help you. And how many of them are overweight as well?
yeah. If
No,
you look at them, they have no clue what they're doing
no,
actually with their life. And yeah, they telling you like a nutritional advice when you look at them, even though on their 30s and 40s look like a 70, 80 years old, and even the belly coming out, overweight, they have so many health issues themselves. And
absolutely.
and there is no like a plan because they don't know the plan. If
Right,
they if you want to go to like a perfect plan, you have to go dietitian or like a fitness expert to gain what you actually need. And
right.
again, then you have to test out which food and product is working for you. Nowadays, so many allergies, and we got so many guts problem like IBS, IBD, so many new diseases coming through because of the
So
junk
many.
food we've been having.
Right.
Yeah, and the poisonous food we're buying from superstores and things like that. So
I
yeah,
agree. And
yeah,
even if people have asked me, oh, can you just write out what you want me to eat? And I can't,
mm,
because what, like, I can't tell you that salads are great if you're on a diet because I'm sensitive to arugula. So here
yeah,
I am eating a salad, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, what is it? And it's arugula salad. So it's
yeah,
so, because there are so many sensitivities, because our foods aren't what they used to be, because the soil is depleted of nutrition and the nutrients that we need to get through these foods. You have to eat 30 bags of spinach to equal what we had 30 years ago in one
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
So it's really complicated. And